Welcome to your in-depth weekly horoscope for week commencing the 27th of July for the Sun or the Ascendant. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, I'd be honoured if you did so now. Please click or tap on the bell notification symbol. Also, please check out beneath this video where you can tune in to the daily astrology and tarot video show, which is proving great fun, and you can grab your free daily written horoscope every single day. Or you can chat with me direct on Twitter at Horoscope Ace. This week begins with a passionate quarter moon in the sign of Scorpio, which is about desire. The sun is in the very warm-hearted and loving sign of Leo. So if there is any politics around a relationship, and it doesn't have to be purely a romantic tie, but if there's any possessiveness, control, jealousy, trust issues, maybe they do need to be looked at this week. Now also this week, Mars is in a square with Jupiter from Wednesday through to the end of the week. Now this is one of those influences which kind of makes it a little bit difficult for us to know our boundaries, because Mars is in its own sign of Aries, which is about initiating things, and Jupiter's in the part of the Zodiac which is very much to do with responsibilities and obligations. So if we do decide to do something in a bit more of a dash and try to inject extra energy and verve, we just need to be aware if it's appropriate for that particular situation. Also, towards the end of this week, the Sun is clashing with Uranus. This can make us impulsive, restless, particularly with our resources. Perhaps this could see us spend some money on something that suddenly we get the desire for. But equally, we may ask ourselves the question, should we splash out unless it's something that we absolutely essentially need in a more practical context? Also, this can be a time not to be too generous to someone we love just because we want to spoil them. Sometimes we have to remind people to take responsibility for their own affairs. Now, as this week draws to a close, a full moon in the sign of Aquarius is going to open up the next 7-day period. So it is important to be mindful of that square between Uranus and the Sun, because it is going to feature in next week's full moon. But it's the opposition between Mercury and Saturn which really catches my eye as the week draws to a close. And that could be a sort of sense of limitation. Maybe we're going to encounter someone who's not as sensitive to our situation, especially if we try to open up as we might like. So just watch out for someone who could be a bit cool, a bit snappy, or if we feel a bit more tense in ourselves. Your specific forecast, Capricorn, shows the Sun still in the part of your horoscope to do with transformations, but the quarter moon at the start of the week is in your sector of friendships. Is there a relationship between a need for some kind of transformation around the people you're intimate with, which is kind of scorpionic energy? Now, on the other side of the heavens, the Sun is going to be clashing with Uranus. And so the sense is, I feel, that whatever you're doing at the moment, some kind of change is probably part of it. But with Jupiter in your sign arcing across the heavens in an opposition with Mercury, you have a good opportunity to try to share what you're trying to do. It is true that Mars is more impatient in the sign of Aries, and that's clashing with Jupiter. So if you are a bit kind of eager to crack on with things in your personal sphere without talking it through when it comes to those changes, someone may have a bit of a difficulty with that. And once Saturn and Mercury clash as the week draws to a close, there could be a pinch point in one particular relationship. The great news, however, is that as this week draws to a close, Mercury comes out of shadow. And if generally there has been cross wires or a lack of certainty around your relationships over the last 9 or so weeks, hopefully by next week, once Mercury moves into a much deeper part of your situation, it's going to be less about what people are saying to you and really deciphering more about what they really mean. It's been a real pleasure being with you. Thank you so much for having joined me. If you'd like to ascend above your zodiac sign and embrace serious astrology, please check out my affordable range of astrology reports beneath this video. You can get 30% off on a 12-month forecast and a character analysis, or check out the testimonials for myself if you would like to have a one-to-one personal consultation. Thank you.